Okay, boom. There we go. What up, Miss Jaye?
What up, Regina? What's going on?
Happy Friday.
Happy Friday to you.
I like the curls. Sorry.
Thank you. It's
I
not gonna be
know.
like this tomorrow. It'll be like flat again, but it's all good.
Oh, so you don't put them in like a
I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try my
what are those
hardest.
things called? The things the kids leave you using, the little bendy.
Farmers, the I know what you're talking about. I don't know what they're called.
Yeah,
But
I have
yeah,
no
I
idea.
have to order some because this girl I follow on Instagram, she uses them.
Hmm.
But I don't press my hair, but every like once a year.
Oh, okay.
But child, we needed it today. I was like, I need to get back to being me, child.
I know. I did mine last week. I dyed it and
Yeah.
well, I don't know what it is that they put in those dye boxes with those conditioners. But them conditioners that come and with the dye boxes are
They feel
always
good.
like top tier.
They
They
do.
They do. They make your hair feel nice and silk and
It's,
smooth.
it's like, just let yourself. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, yeah. For me, I'm like, I needed it because I haven't been for a while and
Yeah.
to the salon, so
Yeah.
I
It
need to
was
go
it
though.
was much needed, like mentally, like follically, it was needed. I,
Yeah, it
yeah, I
looks
need.
good, healthy, and glossy. I like it.
And then thank you. Then she cut too. Like, I lost like
Like a
about
trim or a cut.
well, trim for her, but I feel like it was a cut. But it
See,
was
here's the
okay.
thing with what I
She warned me
always
though, so I was
noticed
not mad. Yeah,
with hairstylists is they like to cut. They do.
they do. But she
They
warned me.
get scissor happy, boy.
She was like, "We gotta get a little bit down." I was like, "Okay," but it's okay. I ain't mad at her.
Yeah. See, when you somebody like me though, because I've been like right now for me, this is bothering me because it's too long. I keep feeling stuff on my back. I'm like, oh, what's that? And I'm like, oh, that's my hair.
You know
So
what's
I just
funny?
like mine on my shoulder. I've always just
Yeah.
liked it on my shoulder. That's
What's
just
funny though, like when I have my hair pressed, like when I put like my purse on, it'll get caught underneath the thing.
yeah. Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, ah, damn it.
Yeah.
But
And then you accidentally pull it if you forget. I've done that. But
yeah.
Brooke, she wants me to grow it. She keeps like, yeah, grow it. And I'm like, nah, girl. We can't have both have long hair up in here.
I know,
Mm-mm.
right? Only one wash day per household. I had a goal in life to be locked by 40, and I have not met that goal because I wanted to get into my Toni Morrison era, but I never did.
Okay.
So maybe I might do it at like 50. I don't know. But either way, I'm kind of over, like, it's gonna sound so strange coming out of my mouth. The wash day routines and stuff. I
Hmm.
just want to get up and go, dog. Like,
I know. I always wanted to lock mine too and do dreads because I was like, well, it'd be so cute. And so then I was gonna do the faux locks, but then I kept hearing people say, well, it still pulls out your hair, and
it
so I'm just like, nah, forget it.
you got to be careful with faux locks though and find a good person because when I did it, I think I lost some hair,
Yeah. I
but
was
I
gonna
was
say that's
happy.
what I heard. I've heard that it
Yeah,
can pull out your hair, and so I was like, yeah, nope,
yeah.
nah, I'm good.
So,
Speaking
I
of
don't
pull
know.
out hair though,
Pull out hair. What up?
speaking of that, on today's topic today, as you this is your pick of who in the Bible can fight. And in honor of the most recent fight, did you
Yes.
watch it?
No.
Okay. I you know what? I was planning on watching it, but then once the we talking about the Jake Paul and Mike Tyson fight. But once it got extended, because remember it was supposed to be in the summer. And once they extended it, I was
Oh,
like, oh, this is a whole setup. I already knew. I was like, yeah, you know what? And they were like, "Oh, he's giving 20 million no matter what." I was like, "Oh yeah, this is
so
just showboat
my mom
situation."
said that. My mom was like, it's I'm sorry, I'm laughing because I'm like, why do you know that? She told me about the 20 million and she was like, it's a whole setup, just like how you said. She's like, he's gonna take a hit and blah 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 blah. And I was like, Mom, what you know about all that? I'm like, you don't watch no doggone boxing and
Girl,
show.
Mama knows. Okay, she said, "Mama knows."
She was right. I was like,
She's
ow.
right. She's been around for a minute and she's seen some things, and she was
Right.
right because I didn't even watch it because I was like, "Nah, I got stuff to do."
I heard Netflix was buffering like crazy anyway, or like
Oh,
starting. what you call glitching and stuff.
Yeah.
Heard a bunch of stuff, and I saw some memes of somebody's backside.
Oh, listen, those weren't memes. I saw the whole video.
I
I
never
saw
saw
the
the video.
whole
That made me
video.
uncomfortable.
And it was the sad part is it was him talking to his son.
Oh,
His son was interviewing and asking him some questions, and he asked, and then he gave him a kiss on the forehead or cheek, and then turned around, and all you saw was big booty cheeks walking away, and everyone was like, "What? Why?" Like I think Mike Tyson is just at the point of his life, and I think even before he got older, he just don't care.
he's
He
like
don't.
60 something, right?
He's 58, I think,
Oh, okay,
almost
okay.
60. So he don't care. And it's obvious he don't care what people see. Because did you see the video of him interviewing with that I don't know that little girl. She's like a popular
I did not watch it.
Instagram.
I heard about it because I was like, dang, I feel bad because I saw what he said, and then the poor girl was like, oh, like,
Yeah.
dang.
I think she asked him like just a general question about, like your legacy. She was
I
like,
like,
"Well, what do you want to
yeah.
leave for legacy?" He was like, "I don't care about no legacy." He said, why would I care? Once I'm dead, I'm gone. I was like,
Dang, Mike. And
uh.
not to go too far off topic, but Denzel is becoming the same way too. Like
He
his most recent
is.
interviews, he just do not care.
He doesn't. He
He's
does
like,
not.
yeah. He's like, don't even excuse me. I'm gonna say what I gotta say, and that's just that.
Yeah. I saw him this morning on Good Morning America. I was like, oh. He said he's 68. He's going to be 69. I think he turns 70 next year.
That man look good.
Yeah, I didn't know he was almost 70.
I know, but still, he can get Paul can get it.
Papa can get it. I mean, because he don't look like Papa at all.
He
But
don't.
yeah,
But
yeah.
to go back to Mike Tyson in the fight. So I saw some clips, and I can say for a man his age or whatever, he still got a little bit of a give and go. He does.
Yeah. Yeah.
Jake
He
Paul,
does.
he's got the advantage because he's younger, and he probably trained a whole lot harder. Sorry, something's in my eye. Trained a whole lot harder because he's younger. He's more spry. So, but he was respectful though, which was good. He didn't like really, talk too much. I mean, they're gonna talk crap, but
Mm-hmm.
he gave him his flowers basically, which was pretty cool.
He did. He did. And I saw that slap though before. Did you see that?
Ooh, ooh,
I
almost
was
a
like, it
win.
was because he stepped on his foot, and I was like, I don't think
Oh, okay.
he didn't
So,
mean to. It didn't look like he meant to me, but I don't know. I wasn't there. I don't
okay.
have
It
money
did
to
look
be
like it was
present.
warranted. I was like, yo, Mike, stop. Like, chill.
Yeah. But I do hope though Netflix get it together before this whole what is it?
Don't
The
say
Beyonce, is it on Christmas Day, I think?
dance party with Beyonce.
Yeah. Okay. Oh good God.
I will randomly say that out of nowhere, but we're not gonna talk about him. We did that already. But yeah, they got to get it together. They do.
Mm-hmm.
But
Because
yes,
it's gonna be interesting.
yes. But okay, back to our topic about who could fight, who got them hands, male,
Who
male or female.
Knuck if you buck. Knuck if you buck. Nut, 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 if you buck.
Man. So who
You
you
know
think?
what? What do you think? You want to mix it up? Because I do think there are some females in there that can get down with the get down.
Okay, well let's start with the guys first, and then we'll do
Okay.
drop some ladies off. Yes.
Okay. Are we doing like a top 10?
Just say them at random. Who you
Just be
got?
random?
Yeah,
Okay.
just spit fire. Let's not even think about it too hard.
Okay. I spit hot fire. Because you said spit fire. I spit hot fire.
Deadline.
Thailand,
Okay.
Thailand. I'm so sorry.
Okay.
I don't know why, but I love that show. Dave Chappelle.
Okay.
Dave Chappelle show.
I know. So do you have somebody in mind? Because I got somebody right now.
No, you go. Go ahead.
Okay. Oh my God. It's the brother who had all the brothers. Is it Joseph I'm thinking about? But the coat is Joseph, right?
Yeah, Joseph's Code, many colors. Uh-huh.
He could fight. He had to have fight. He had to have hands rather. For him to have endured all that with his brothers and everything that he's been through, I am pretty sure he could throw some bows if he had to.
Yeah, I think you got a good point there. Because anyone who's grown up with in a family with siblings, you fight. I know me and my brother used to fight. We used
Kid.
to wrestle.
Yep.
That's the one time I got, that's the only time, yeah.
Yep.
The only time I got my wind knocked out of me because we was wrestling. My parents had a brass, they had a brass bed. Okay. They had one of them brass old school beds. And why were we on it? I don't know. But we was
Ooh.
play wrestling and I hit my chest on that, on the pole.
Oh.
Girl got the wind completely knocked
I'm
out of
surprised you
me.
ain't get no concussion.
No, I landed on my chest.
Dang.
Chest. It was like a hit and bounce back. Yeah. I was like, my brother was terrified, boy. He was like, "Oh my
Because he
God,
gonna get it.
he's
He
gonna hurt
thought he was
the
gonna
patient."
get in trouble.
Yeah, exactly. Wasn't really concerned about me, but he thought he was gonna get in trouble. But
That's terrible. That's siblings. So my sister, my one of my older sisters, because y'all know I'm the baby. She trained me, I think, to fight because we would fight every Sunday after church. I promise you, like clockwork. Like as soon as we get into the house, we change out of the dresses because we can't do that in the dresses.
mm-hmm.
She'd sneak one behind me. We just start wrestling. And my mom would be so annoyed by it because it was all love. We never really fought like, for real, like pulling hair and
Yeah, no.
stuff. But she taught me how to tussle. I'm not gonna lie to you. They was
Yeah,
fun.
no, me and my brother, we fought. We would just be fighting. I know one
It was
time
like,
him and
dude.
right. I have an older brother, and I remember one time it was, the all the adults was out in the living room with the card tables, and so they sent all the kids to the back, and we was in there roughhousing and playing with the kids, and my brother took his pillow and popped me on the back of my head, and my face hit the chest drawer, uh, broke my lip, busted my lip.
Ooh.
We used to get it in because
Now,
I mean,
how
there
many
things I
years
did to
apart are
him too.
y'all?
Hmm?
How many years apart are y'all?
We're only a year apart.
That's why.
Hmm? Oh yeah,
He
no, we
touched
used
you
to
as
get
no
it
baby.
in.
He was like, nah, she equal.
Yeah. So I agree with you on that pick because yes, I
Okay.
think I think anyone with siblings, you usually are going to get into it, especially if you're a middle kid or the younger kid.
You do. And as the youngest, you do get a lot of just pushing and shoving and hair pulling, and you look up like, well, he hit me. And like, well, I didn't see it. It's like, oh my God.
I know, right? Yeah. See, my problem is that because I'm in the middle, so they ain't never see the older do it. And then if I hit the younger, it was because they didn't see the younger do something to me. I've been like, ah, no, I can't win. I can't
Yeah.
win. Mm, mm. So yeah, I agree with that. I think for me, I think next in line for me would be my boy Joshua. It was,
Mhm.
remember Joshua, we talked about this before. After Moses passed on, Joshua was like not about no games. He was
Mhm.
like, we're gonna go into the promised land like it was promised to us. We're gonna follow whatever command the Lord gives us to do. And we
Mhm.
gonna run up on these people. And he had no problem having his team in place and in check and run on them people.
Run
So
up, get done up.
right. He was I think that's what they was doing. They was like
Mhm.
they was plotting and planning and scheming. I feel like they was more like it was the original version of like Green Berets or something because they was taking out all kinds of tribes. They was running up on them people and taking out all kinds of the Canaanites and all of them, taking
Wait,
them
what
down.
wait, the Green Berets is military, right?
Yeah, Green Berets is the
What's
army.
the name of that group? I think that was like it was in like New York or something, like a street. They have berets too. Like, oh my God, you know what I'm talking about. I just can't get it out of my mouth. Like they were like, it was almost like neighborhood watch type of energy, but like they would always like, I'm gonna find it.
The
We will
only
find that.
other crew I know that were wearing berets was the Black Panthers. So
No,
that's
no, 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 no. I
that's
know
the
who the Black Panthers are. I gotta ask my sister. I know it's on the tip of my tongue.
it was a rap group.
No, no, no. Like a group, like a neighborhood watch type of like auxiliary group. They're not Black Panthers. Somebody knows
Okay.
what I'm talking about. I want to call a lifeline, but she busy. But we'll come back to that at a later date when we do like a wrap up or something. I know what I'm talking about. It's
Okay.
almost like
Yeah.
it's like how in Atlanta they have the Red Dogs. I think that's what their names are called.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Back
but
in 96.
yeah, but
Mhm.
I could have sworn like the tri-states had something like that too. But I have to do some research on
They
that.
they
I'll figure
may
it out.
have.
Yeah, it's something because there was a parody of them on In Living Color. That's why I know. So that's why it just clicked in my head. But you
Right.
know what though?
Hmm.
We're missing the obvious person as I'm sitting here. Samson.
Oh, that's
He would
right.
have the best hands.
Because your boy was tearing up. He was tearing up the whole towns. I'm
I
still gonna
mean,
call him your boy. Your guy was
I'll
reckless.
say
He was out there. I still can't believe he set the 30 foxes on fire, burnt down the whole village.
I mean, of course, we have the image of him pushing the critters
Hmm.
to the side. But let's just say any situation, like say somebody stole his goat one day out of just being petty, he would have thrashed him real good. He probably would have to go like
Yeah,
this, bow,
right.
and
Because
old boy be
remember,
done.
he was pretty petty.
Yeah,
He didn't like nobody messing with him. He got mad because the people guessed the his little, what do you call it, riddle.
yep.
And then he called his wife a heifer and told her she was annoying him. So yeah, I feel like homie had a short fuse and was popping off a lot. And I feel like, because what was the other one? Remember he threw the donkey bone and knocked out a whole bunch of people.
Samson was ruthless.
That's a good one. I think that he was one that, like, I think a lot of people did not wrestle or play with Samson when he was younger, because they were like, mama, he played too rough.
He do. We did say that Samson didn't have friends as a child because of how strong he was.
Yeah,
So imagine you taking a scenario of you and your brother, how y'all would like fight and wrestle. One of them kids would end up in the hospital or something, or the
absolutely.
infirmary. I don't know if they had hospitals in the Holy Land, but
Yeah.
the something they would
Hmm.
be, they would be gone.
Yeah, and I think his mom would have been like, "Oh, not my Samson.
Right.
He didn't mean to. It was an accident." And it's like, "Ma'am, your son is freakishly strong, ma'am. You need to go put him. He's talking about somebody who need to be in the military. Go put him in the military. Enlist him. Don't be having him out here with regular civilians tearing up the whole town." I would have
Man,
been mad. Look, if I was the neighbor, I would have been a Karen back then on Samson. I'd been like, somebody
Sam's
needs
a
to
whole
come and get
liability and not an asset.
him. Right. Like, no, somebody please come get him because he hit my little baby. And
You know who else probably had hands too?
mm.
Them disciples.
Oh yeah,
I
we
think
talked
you
about
got
that.
to to if you're gonna be walking with the Son of God on
Hmm.
earth, you have to know how to fight. Because
Yeah.
you can imagine, I think we even talked about this too. Like as Jesus would be walking through like the crowds and stuff, people get a little, handsy and a little
Yeah.
excited, whop, whop,
Yeah.
bold,
I
you
feel
know.
like his homie, the what's his name? Simon Peter is was like Julius.
Beyonce's Julius.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Like I think he is the equivalent to what Julius is to Beyonce is what Simon Peter was to Jesus. I think he was
Julius
like,
is
don't touch,
funny.
keep your space, give him 5 feet. When he's ready, he'll come to you. Okay. When he's ready to give you his autograph or when he's ready to bless you with a miracle, he'll come to you. Like we
It's
can't have people running all up on him and stealing his power and stealing his good juices and vibes. Mm-mm.
He's still her bodyguard, right?
You know what? I don't know,
I
honestly.
saw him on the sidelines of the Renaissance concert, but I mean I haven't seen him since. All I've seen is her and her man walking around. I've not seen him lately.
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh,
I have no idea. I mean, I would think so. He's been there for a long time now,
yeah,
like over a decade.
yeah. Remember when he
Just
was I'm sorry, I'm getting sidetracked. When he was in the elevator with them, the infants elevator, when he had Solange.
Solange, yeah.
Can you that's a strong dude. The whole Solange back, whole Jay-Z back. Like,
He was like,
yeah.
just hold still,
Y'all stop.
everybody. Just
So that would be something, Peter. Hey, y'all stop, man.
right, like stop, stop, stop,
Ah.
stop.
Jesus, can I have your autograph? No.
No, back up, back
He's
up.
not taking any autographs right now. He's in back
Mm-mm.
line.
Yeah, I feel like that's how he was. He was probably like how Julius is for Beyonce. I feel like that's how Simon Peter was. He was ready, always on set, always on 10. He was always
On
prepared and ready to
time.
go.
He said, "Don't play with it. Don't play with it. Don't play with it." Can you think of anybody else like dude wise?
Dude wise, heck
Yeah.
yeah. You got dang. Oh boy. Oh yeah. King David. He took down a whole giant. He took down a whole giant and he sat there and bragged before taking down the giant that he used to wrestle with the, what did he say?
The
I
goats or something,
said, yeah,
or
oh, he would save the goats and the sheep
yeah, sheep. Yeah.
from the lions or the bears or wherever he was saving them from. So I feel like David did not only use his, smarts to conquer stuff, but I think he was actually pretty skillful. Do I think he was strong and like buff like Samson?
Mm-mm.
No, but I think he was a skillful warrior. And so therefore he still had hands. It's almost like when you watch the karate movies, right? Kung Fu. And they
Mm-hmm.
be the littlest of the little men. But they be taking down them big dudes because they are using their skills. I feel like
You got
that's
a
how
point.
David was.
You got a point because Bruce Lee wasn't buff at all.
Nope.
He was cut, but he wasn't
He
buff.
was, yeah, he was, you could see the like the muscle structure.
The
But
abs.
when you
Yeah.
put him next to like in the what movie is that with him and Doctor was it Dr.
Chuck
J?
Norris. Wait, Dr. J.
Yeah. No. Was it Dr. J in that movie?
Wait, hold up. You talking about a black guy or a white guy?
Yeah, no, the black guy, the very last, not the one that he died shooting, but that last movie, Enter the Dragon. I think it's Enter the
I've
Dragon.
never seen this. So I'm not gonna sit here and lie to you. Shut up. You don't even like Last Dragon. So we're not even gonna go there.
The Last Dragon ain't nothing but a fake Bruce Lee.
Doesn't matter. It's still a classic.
Oh,
Listen,
so Bruce
I
Lee
love
movies are classics. But yes, we're you know what?
oh,
I ain't
give
even gonna
Bruce
get into this with
Leroy
you.
his time too.
Oh
Okay.
my gosh, y'all, just pray for her because
Love
I
Last
don't know
Dragon.
how you even how
I
you
love.
black and you ain't watching no Bruce Lee movies.
Oh, I'm sorry. I don't know how the kung fu movies miss me. I don't know. But I know I made time for Last Dragon. I'll tell you that right now. And it's back
My
on Netflix. And I watched it the other day. And I sat there and recorded the whole daggone movie. I love
mm-mm-mm.
when Shonuff comes in and starts talking his smack.
What's her
Stop
name?
it.
Showing up.
He said, "Why don't I
I'm
sit
making up
down?"
all kinds of stuff. It is not Dr. J. It is Jim Kelly. Jim Kelly is
Oh, okay. See, okay.
yeah,
That okay. I'm semi-familiar because I love Jim Kelly. Okay, Jim Kelly, right? Not Jim
yeah,
Brown.
yeah, yes, Jim Kelly. Yeah, no,
So
not
I'm wrong. I'm still
yeah,
wrong. Don't mind me. Okay.
yeah,
But
him.
I see when I think of a kung fu movie with the actor, we always think of Chuck Norris because he was always in them type of movies too. With
Yeah, but he started off in a Bruce Lee movie as a bad guy.
yeah.
The villain was a villain.
Okay. Okay.
If you watch Bruce Lee, you would know that. Either way, we're gonna move past it. But yes, David, I think he was just a very like I mean, that's what the Bible said. He was a skillful warrior. He had his dirty 30 that he led, and I think that he again was maybe he may not have been gigantic and like no 6 foot faux
Mhm.
shack sized dude with big muscles and stuff, but I do think that he was skillful. So he still, I think he can throw them hands and he can still take somebody down.
Okay, so I got a question for you really fast.
Mm-hmm.
David versus Samson. Who gonna win? Now,
Mm.
before you answer, you just said David's a skillful warrior. He took down a whole giant. Samson is pretty much giant-like. That would be a good matchup. I almost cussed. That would be a good matchup.
It would be. And I'm trying to think who would win in that because they both had godly power. Now,
Right?
Samson's was coming like, his hair was where God, like as long as he take care of his hair, he had his power. But he had also tapped David with the skills. So
Okay.
I
That would
don't
be a
know.
12 rounder for real. Like if we
Yeah.
gonna go toe to toe. I don't know. Like my money wants to just be put on Samson, but nah, you making me think about David for real.
Yeah.
Because
'Cause, I mean,
David
he took
can't
down a whole
use,
giant.
yeah, but he can't use his sling though. Okay, how about this? David can't use his sling in the what he did to take down Goliath.
Mm.
and Samson got to tie his hair back to make it kind of even. It's like Black Panther.
Tie your hair back, you lose your power.
Yeah, it's like Black Panther. You gotta take it's got to get stripped away real quick and make it an even playing field. So if we did that,
I don't
oh,
know because remember when we read on further after, like, yeah, the big classic children's Bible stories by David and Goliath. But
yeah,
remember when he got his 30-30 crew, they took down more giants, they said.
yeah.
So that doesn't necessarily mean that they had to use the slingshot. So I don't know.
Okay, so I think I'm gonna go with David, and I'll tell you why.
Okay.
Because, well, you can chime in when I say this. I feel
Mhm.
like David would win because we all knew Samson's weakness was women. So all it would probably take was for some little gal, hot tool, hot gal, them ring girls, when they be like round one. He'd be like, all right, oh dang, she look kind of good.
You get distracted. But in all honesty, David's weakness was women too.
Yep, you're right.
So I don't know because
Right.
yeah, he also you
Dang.
know yeah multiple wives.
Okay, so what y'all think? If for those who maybe watching and listening, chime in and let us give us your feedback. Who you think gonna win that fight, that battle?
Yeah, let us know because
We're
yeah
stuck. I don't think we
that
have
would
an
be
answer.
that would be very interesting.
Damn.
I
How would
think
you?
also another person that for me, I don't remember his name. I'll have to look it up. But the guy who took down Jezebel and her husband, whoever he was.
Oh, he had a name. Start
Yeah,
with a
I
J,
can't
didn't he?
remember.
Start with a J, didn't it?
Yeah, was it like Jehu? Am
Something
I
like
making
that.
that up? Um,
Something
I
like
feel
that.
like he could too because he was also skillful. Because again, as we've talked about, there have been so many battles
Mm-hmm.
from the beginning of time
Mm-hmm.
in the Bible. So I think he was another like skillful warrior.
I
So
think it is Jehu because like I keep it's in my head now.
yeah.
I think that's his name. But you make a good point. That's one of them sleeper type fighters that you don't see coming. You know what I mean? Like that's just so cunning and skillful. It's like, damn, I didn't think he was gonna be like that. And I think that's the kind of guy that
Mm-hmm.
would be. But real quick, let's switch to
Oh,
women
yeah.
before we
I
run
was
out of
right. It
time.
is Jehu.
Good.
It was Jehu.
All right, so let's talk about the ladies really quick before our time is up.
Yep.
I know you have some ready. Who you got?
For me,
Yeah.
I feel like Mary. I feel
Which
like
Mary?
Mary.
Mary, Jesus, Mama Mary on earth?
No, no, no. I feel
Mary
like
Magdalene?
Yeah, Mary Magdalene,
Oh,
whichever,
she had all her life she had to fight.
all her life,
You
okay? She
know she
came from the
right.
bottom. She came from the bottom. She was going through some things in life, and I feel like she had to fight a lot in life to
Mm-hmm.
to get to the position that she was in. Now,
Mm-hmm.
thankfully, Jesus came around and healed her and was like, ma'am, let's like you need to stop what you're doing and just like we gonna go this way in life. We gonna follow another path. That's what he told her.
Right.
And
Right,
I
right.
think that, but I'm pretty sure you think I mean, what in the business line of business she was doing,
A
okay?
line of business, dear God.
The line of business that she was involved in, whether or not it's true or not, because as
Ah.
we discussed, that might have been a rumor. We don't know. But if that was truthfully her line of business, there was plenty of wives she had to fight. I'm pretty sure plenty of girlfriends. A lot of females was coming after her because, in her line of business, it didn't sit well with other females.
A lot of hello Barbara, this is Shirley type of energy.
Yes, ma'am.
Hello Mary. This
Yes.
is Martha.
Mm-hmm. So
I'm sorry.
I feel like, yes, there was a lot of knocks on her door. I feel
Oh
like
my
there was
God.
a lot of people showing up after hours in the alley. Like,
When
hey,
the shop closes, there's
mm-hmm.
somebody outside waiting on her.
Yeah,
I
like,
already been
hey,
here with you.
I found your number in my man's pocket. I'm trying to find out how you know
On a scroll.
Jonathan. Right. Oh yeah, on the scroll. How you know Jonathan? Like I'm trying to understand how you and Jonathan know each other. So I feel like she had to have learned
Yeah.
how to protect herself.
Yep. I could say another woman would have to be, I'm gonna go back to it, Delilah. Only because of where she came from, her background. It has nothing to do with Samson and her being like, that's my man, my man. Remember her family were like tough people.
Hmm.
Like now they weren't warriors, but they just had that kind of energy.
Yeah.
They didn't want they're like, no, we're not gonna we don't go for that. So it's kind of like growing up with like a bunch of brothers. Like I'm pretty
Uh-huh.
sure that Janet Jackson could fight if she had to.
Oh
You know what
yeah.
I'm saying? She's sweet and everything. She's pretty, but she could throw down if she need to. I
Yeah.
think
Because
the
you got,
same.
yeah. I agree with that. I agree. Yeah. I think wasn't she part of the Philistine tribe, right?
That's it.
When they first came out or started
Yeah.
coming around. Yeah, I think she was
Hmm.
part of the Philistine tribe. And yeah. So yeah,
Hmm.
she had to. I mean that their whole thing was that they were constantly in battle with the Israelites. So I agree with that. I feel like the other person I think also had because Scrap was what's her name, Sephora, Moses'
Oh,
wife.
yeah.
Because one, we already knew they
She's
kind of lived.
scrappy.
Yeah, one, she was already scrappy. Two, they kind of lived out there in like I feel like in tents and stuff in the desert. So you got to be able to hold your own living out there in the wilderness. And then three, I feel like remember when she had to save Moses, she cut the circumcision. She was like, "Oh wait, what? Y'all gonna do what?" So I feel like she would have no hesitation in her path of
Right.
like whatever she needed to get to a result or a solution, she ain't hesitate. And
Right,
so
right.
I don't think she would have a problem if somebody ran up on her.
Okay.
I
All
feel
right.
like if it was a female run up on her or even a male run up on her husband, I'm sure if she had a strap back then, I'm sure she would
Ooh,
carry. But
what did you just say? Get the strap.
yeah, I feel like she'd be like, she was one of them ones because remember we talked about Moses having a stutter, and the speech impediment. She probably didn't play them games. She probably was like, I don't care, like don't
Now,
be talking about my man like that.
she is my man, my man, my
Right?
man.
She's like,
For
that's my
real.
man. Don't be talking about him.
She is.
Who up here making fun of Moses?
It
I'm pretty
would be
sure she was that
funny.
like, I'll fight. I will fight you. Type thing.
Whatever the biblical equivalent of a strap was, she probably had it on her. If it's a
A
slingshot
boomerang.
or a boomerang or like
She
a
probably
little
flick it
piece of
out.
granite, try me if you want to.
Right. She
Let's
probably
go.
flick it out real quick.
Okay, so between her, Sephora, and Mary Magdalene, who gonna win?
I'm gonna give it to Sephora. I'm sorry.
Me
Because
too. Me too. Me too. She
they said it multiple times that she was like of the dark skin tribe,
got
and all this stuff. So I was like, yeah, she black. She's sister girl. She's sister girl, and she didn't play. She did not play about hers and hers.
mm-hmm.
So
Hers and hers
hers and
only.
hers.
Okay, you hear me? Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I'm agreeing with that. I like that. She would take, and I feel like Mary Magdalene is probably like, I don't even want to do this anymore. This type of life that y'all see me doing. If allegedly I say it like that, so maybe she would probably like cower down to somebody as strong as Sephora, be like, okay, since you got this, I give up. She'll probably like hang in there a little bit, but she's like, you know what, y'all, you got this. I don't have that time. Okay. I don't want
Mm-hmm.
to see Jesus. And that's
Now,
all I
if it was, let me ask you this: if it was like what do you call it? Not a wizard battle, but a battle of
wits.
no, not wits, but you know how like a lot like prophets. There you go, like a battle between the prophets. So
Oh,
they were tapping in and they're allowed to use anything that they could to
oh
win.
Lord.
Who would you go with?
Oh
And so
God.
I'm gonna throw some names out there. So you have Moses, right? Because Moses
Right.
had the staff, so he could use his godly power that was given like through God
Okay.
through his prayer for him. You got Elijah, you got Jonah. I'm gonna throw Jonah in there because Jonah did survive a whole whale, okay?
Ooh.
And then hmm, I think that's where I'm gonna leave it. So Moses, Jonah, and Prophet Elijah.
Out of those, I gotta go with Moses. I'm sorry, because like the
Oh,
step.
wait. I got another one. I'll add another one to it. John the Baptist.
Dang it! Who gonna compete with John the Baptist, bro? Come on, man. He won. He's gonna,
I agree. I would say John the Baptist because as
he
we
gonna be
talked
like,
about after our
I got
discovery,
Jesus. What you got?
first of all, yes. First of all, I'm Jesus's cousin. Okay, that's number one.
One,
And
right?
two, I survived the whole wilderness. Okay, my
Right.
mom and my daddy dropped me off, and I was out there wearing camel as as clothing, as we discovered. Okay, he was a wildly being.
He was
And I don't think so. He's just like
Pharaoh.
right. So he had hands, and he has, I think, godly, prophetic power. So I
Yeah.
think he had both. So I agree
Yeah.
with you. I feel
He
like
he the one. He the
yeah.
one, not the two. You were right about that. Okay, sorry, Moses. I try to give you something because I was thinking about like just over time how we just lauded like Moses and everything, that thy rod and thy staff, like that type of energy. But you
Mhm.
bring up John the Baptist, and that all goes away because yeah, who but him can say I did that basically when it
That's
comes
true.
to being the
I
baptismal
mean, yeah, that's
the
like the
Bible.
top tier
Yeah,
boast. Like, listen,
very much so.
I'm his cousin, and I baptized Jesus. Like, what you got? Like,
And you can't
anytime
do it
anybody
either.
come at me, what you got on that? I
Right.
mean, like, honestly,
Right.
okay. So you stopped at you caused a couple of plagues, and
And so
did you
what?
baptize anybody? Did you?
Now,
No. Did you help anybody get reborn? No.
now. That's funny. That is so funny.
That is funny. So
Hell,
yeah,
look
I
like
feel like that's the way it would go. So
mhm,
I think we did a good roundup on this one, Miss Jaye.
mhm.
And so I'm gonna wrap this episode up with the only thing that I would say I feel like the winner of them all, out of all people in the Bible to me, would be Solomon. Because
Mm.
Solomon stepped away with the wisdom and the power, and the
Can't
rich
nobody top that.
he had the bag and the women. So
Can't nobody top that.